Yeah, I've just come back from the beach and it just occurred to me to just sit and talk a little bit about, I guess it's about communication itself, why we communicate. Why am I sitting here holding a phone camera in front of my face, talking to it? And why would I let anyone else see what's going on for me privately? And I was listening to something just yesterday and just half listening. It was kind of going on in the background. I do that sometimes because I it's a way of filtering things. And what happened was that some words kind of I suddenly kind of like poked my ears up and went, oh, there's something there I want to hear. I really need to hear. So I just dropped the video back a little bit and played it over again. And it was something so beautifully expressed about it not being the words that really matter, the words that we say, but the feeling that's conveyed through the words, through the speech. Or for me, it's through music and art, all sorts of different ways of conveying and sharing feelings. And having just been at Folk East Festival for the last couple of days, listening to the difference between those people who were kind of, I hate to say it, but it sounds critical, but they're churning out a song that kind of they know and love, and it goes ti-tum, ti-tum, ti-tum. And then there are those people who are singing and sharing something that they've personally experienced, and they've been able to make it into a song and put music to it. Those are the ones that I really feel drawn to. Those are the ones that I really want to listen to. And so it's this whole thing about having something, sharing something of myself in speaking in a way that's open, sometimes vulnerable, honest, sharing about the things that I love, the things that touch me and move me, sharing about my own struggles to live in a way that feels, well, at times it feels really scary because I'm trying to live by a very simple way of doing just what feels better in the moment, which means unraveling a lot of the structures and a lot of the plans and a lot of the things I was brought up to learn to do as a way of feeling safe, as a way of protecting myself from things that might hurt me or things that might happen unexpectedly. So much planning and control. And so this is part of me coming out of that, is to just sit and talk and listen to what it is that I can know in the moment and what I can share. Not so much the words or the concepts, but to get to the feelings underneath, the frequency of what's being expressed, not the actual words and their meaning. That might seem a bit obscure, but right now it feels full of meaning for me. It feels really something very ripe, something very juicy, and it's something that I've been aiming for. Aiming for sounds like I set a goal. No, it's more like something that's been pulling me. That's what it is. It's been pulling me from inside, like this inner sense of kind of direction that says you keep pulling more and more and more of this out of me, I guess. Um, and so this is just the next step, that feels better. Sometimes it'll feel good to turn on the camera like now and just talk. And other times I know I can be really silent and in my own space and not wanting to share anything with anyone at all. So that's just the way things go. That's the way things can be. And letting myself really feel into the difference between what's private and inner feeling and what's something to be shared, and when the timing is to share it, is something that I'm just beginning to learn. I'm just beginning to feel my way into. There'll be trial and error, a few mistakes, a few upsets along the way. But what I don't want to do, let's put it this way, what I do want to do is to really let that feeling, inner feeling of joy and delight in doing what I'm doing, lead the way. So that I'm doing in the moment what feels better to me, which automatically takes my attention away from the things that I don't want to do. Then they can just kind of go away and sort themselves out in the corner. I don't have to work at letting them go or suppressing them or anything like that. Just keep my attention on what it is that really lights me up. And right now, that's sitting here talking so that I can, again, hear myself working this through and hear myself finding my own clarity in the frequency of my voice, not in the words I'm saying. And that's it for now. The words come to an end.